stopping. He speaks the truth and leaves you ballin'. He's the croaker that laughs as you're falling. Raw Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly. Scared to close your eyes and go to sleep. You sold chaos, but Raw Tony is here to reap. You were on his shows, then bailed. You tried to take him down and failed. You thought you could outshine the sun. Ended up cooked, well done. Raw Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly. Scared to close your eyes and go to sleep. You sold chaos, but Raw Tony is here to reap. He's the specter in the night. Turn your dreams to utter fright. You'll be running to the light. There's no safety from your plight. Never miss when you attack the king. Better yet, just kiss the ring. Shut your mouth and know your place. You never had a chance to win this race. Raw Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly. Close your eyes and go to sleep. You sold chaos, but Raw Tony is here to reap. Yeah, yeah, reap. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You were on his shows, then bailed. You tried to take him down and failed. You thought you could outshine the sun. Ended up cooked. Well done. Raw Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Just hopping through the shadows quite eagerly. So close your eyes and go to sleep. You sold chaos, but Raw Tony is here to reap. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ooh, what's up, meatbags? I'm fucking tired. But I'm also the bad actor, the chosen one of CG, Chicanos family, all the things. You know, you guys get it. You've been here before. You heard the spiel. Can't even keep my eyes open. I'm so exhausted. But joining me in this very low key, very exhausted Gabbing with Geeks is Transylvania Jack. What's up, TJ?
Shout out! I'll be the one carrying the show, giving all the energy. Okay?
I hope so. I've had at least 7 monsters in the last 24 hours, and it doesn't seem to help.
Yeah, it eventually wears out.
It never started. I don't remember ever seeing an effect from my monsters. But how you doing today, TJ? How's your week been?
I kind of went through the same thing you did because I was like on crunch time with the comic, right? So there was like one day where I did nothing but draw. But then the next day, I'm like on my bed the whole day.
I have not been on my bed. Well, I think I took like a 2-hour nap, right? And that's about it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I had an accountant friend. She's in England, and she's needed my assistance in a few matters, TJ. So I've been up, because there's like a 6-hour time difference between where I live and where she lives.
Right.
So, I always got to work on. Women can't get up for you. You gotta stay up for them. So,
this is true.
I've been just all fucked up in my sleep schedule. Tony's been demoted. No. Cyber sex. No, that's disgusting. Phone sex. I want to hear the voice, Autoy. Time to smoke crack, Tony. Monster's not working anymore. Got to hit the hard stuff now. Monster's never worked. I like the flavor. I know everyone's always like, "Oh my god, no, it's nasty." No, I love the flavor of Monster. Ever since it was Hansen's Energy back in the Gap, right? I've loved the flavor of Monsters. I've never actually, I think it's a psychological thing. I know that it's supposed to give me energy, so there was a kind of a placebo effect, if you will, right? But I don't think it's ever actually done anything because most drugs do not work on me. I could probably like snort 3 lines of Nick Rekieta and still not have anything. I could party like I'm Nicky Rackets, doing lines off of hookers' backs, TJs, and just go to sleep.
Well, speaking of Rekieta,
I thought you were going to say, speaking of Rekieta, he's in the chat.
No, I wish, but he's now Ham Planet, apparently. He changed his name again. He used to be, he used to be Domino's Pizza located in my butt. Now he's Ham Planet. He demands Nick parody merchandise. Look at that.
We could. We're probably going to get some Nick parody merch. We got to get some ideas from you. We got to figure out some other things. Speaking of parody merch, we actually got a shout out for our parody merch. So we take a look at that. We got a lot of things to talk about, guys. We're going to talk about Ethan getting not a night letter, I guess a night email from Matt Bahr.
Right.
So we got to go over that.
We got the afternoon.
Yeah, the Renowned Zero video about Chuck Dicks in my butt. We got to look at the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four trailer came out. We got to look at that, talk about that. I want to talk about Daredevil. Marvel talking about apparently they've shelved Blade. It went from delay to now shelving. Spider-Man's getting a new little comic thing where he's going to fight the Sinister 16, TJ, 16 guys.
God damn.
We got a clip from Katie talking about, again, from The Biggest Problem. And that is talking about Johnny Rocket and his Niobe's trouble. And the Niobe's problem. Then we'll do some other stuff. Guys, the Ask Us Anything this week is for everybody because I fucked up. I didn't put no polls. I've been, like I said, really just out of it. It's a me problem. It's not you guys. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm not breaking up with you guys, but I'm just saying I need my space. And this week, took a little space. So, yeah, ask us anything. Just go ahead and run over there and ask us anything, TJ. I say that, and I'm always anticipating, like, the craziest kind of questions. And it's so, like, you guys are so tame and mundane. You're like, so, Tony, do you like sausage pizza or pepperoni pizza? What do you like Pepsi or Coke, Tony? I'm like, man, like, you guys are so crazy.
Like, in the chat. Twice.
Yeah, in the chat, you guys are fucking monsters. Like, fucking Tony. If you had to kill like 16 people, who would you kill? Like, and then Ask Us Anything. What flavors monster do you like? Have you tried?
Very polite.
Yeah. Is it because that's public and everybody's gonna see that? You guys are like scared. You're like, I don't want no one to know that I'm asking these weird questions. Love your Rip a Pale Kids artwork, top tier. Yeah, that's Stray Beans. He's fantastic.
Shout out.
All right. Let's That's from The Biggest Problem. What is the biggest problem in the universe, TJ? No sleep. No sleep.
That's right.
Tired podcast host or streamers, right? Because we got to do this. This is like our job, but then we're tired. Jan retired from the questions. He only retired because he didn't have a membership.
Yeah.
So he was like,
he's always using his Music Master account.
Yeah, I don't got a membership. So that's why he retired. All right, let's see what happened here.
But a different angle, maybe. Black Crimson for 5. Thanks for the Easter eggs and thanks for not crucifying yourself. Milkor for Milker Cream for 5. Why does Frog Tony have a smug YOLO t-shirt before you veto? Where's the low YOLO shirt veto? Where Ree also love the show.
look at that. Look at fuck. I can't believe they asked me this.
He's genuinely mad.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna get away with it. Look at that. He's like, it's registering. Hold on.
Smug YOLO T-shirt before you.
The smug YOLO, so he heard it now.
Vito,
Like,
where's the low YOLO shooter? Vito, where
he tried to smile. He's like, he's looking at Dick like, because they're right across from each other. I know you guys see them like side to side, but they're actually, right across from each other, looking at each other. So now he's giving Dick the look like, I can't believe you read that.
also love
Shook his head.
the show, guys. Keep it classy.
Tried to make a shirt, and then I was told the shirt was bad.
Yeah.
So
Sucked.
that's why we don't have a shirt.
He knows he fucked up. He missed the boat. Frog Tony beat him and we sold at least 2 of them. At least 2 YOLO shirts. Wow. Speaking of questions, Jan says, "Hey Tony, what's your favorite vowel? A, E, I, O, or U?" Oh, this is a great question, Jan. If a woman, you try to get a woman to ask this question to you, so you could say, "What's my favorite vowel?" Why, of course, it's U. Then you go in for the kiss, and then the cheesy music plays.
Fuck them hoe ass roads, man.
Am I wrong, TJ?
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Eric Winberg for the big $2.
Shout out.
Smiling. Shout out, Eric Winberg. And he can't.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Man. So yeah, Vito knows he fucked up. He knows he fucked up. Vito sucks. All he does is complain. It was so simple. Just make the shirt. I don't understand. So here's what I don't get, TJ. Vito and Dick Masterson, obviously they have it's their business, right? It's their brand. Okay.
Right.
And I'm assuming, we're just going to assume that if they make biggest problem related merch, that they're going to split this, right? Yes, that sounds like a good assumption. Okay. So here's what I don't get. So if I was Vito, if I was in Vito's position, I said, "Hey Dick, I got this idea for a shirt for the show, right? It's a YOLO Epstein shirt. What do you think?" And Dick goes, "No, I don't like it." I would go, "Okay, well, I'm going to put it up on my side of the site, and I'm going to get all the money. If anyone buys it, I'll get all the money from it because you didn't want to be part of this."
Yeah, that would be the solution.
You think the stupid idea? Okay, I'll put the shirt up. And
He has his own merch shop. I'm guessing.
It's the same shop because if you go to Killdozer.industries, right? We'll go there right now. So this is why I don't understand Vito sometimes, right? So you go to Killdozer, it says, "Yeah, you got biggest problem in the universe. This is the biggest problem." And the Trucks Me shirt is in the biggest problem, right? The Ricky shirt. And then it says Vito merch, right? So this, I would assume, is Vito's getting the money from this merch, right? So if I went to Dick and I said, "Hey, Dick, I got an idea for a shirt for the show." And he goes, "No, I don't like it." I go, "Oh, fuck it. I just put it in the Vito merch. Now it's my shirt." Right?
Look there.
He doesn't need Dick's permission to put up merchandise for himself, is what I'm saying. Like if I was Vito and I came to Dick Masterson and said, "Hey, I got an idea for a shirt for the show," right? And he goes, "No, that's a stupid idea." I go, "No, I think it's a good idea. I'll just put it up on my site." Right?
Simple as that.
Like, I don't understand. Like, what's this? Well, I don't know. Dick said it was a bad shirt. Okay, well, you like it. Just put it up. Put the fucking shirt up. And the other thing is, let's say he did put it up in the Dick's gets half of the money from it. Do you think Dick's going to be mad if Vito put the shirt up? If Vito put the shirt up on the biggest problem part of the site, right, on a little section, and it made no money, Dick would just laugh at him the next week. Go, "Ha ha, you put that shirt up, Vito. We still haven't sold any because I told you it was a stupid idea, right?" Or if they make money, they go, "Well, fuck it, I made some money, so who cares?" Vito will come in and he'll needle him a little. "Dick, you said it was stupid, but we made some money off that shirt, right?" What does he think? Like, way. Yeah, like is Dick just gonna that's it? Dick's like canceling the show. "Fuck you, Vito. You put up a shirt that I thought was no good, and show's over," right? Like, is he scared of Dick Masterson that much? Vito's covering his ass. That is a whole lot of ass to cover. Vito co-signed it. It sucks equals it rocks. Vito wants Dick to pay. There is no paying for it. That's what I'm saying, though, Steven. Like, it's his merch shop is just like mine. It's a fucking print to order, right? It's an on-demand store. Do you think Vito doesn't have like a group of fucking Chinese sweatshop people in California somewhere hiding in a fucking warehouse making shirts for the show? It's you put an order in and then some sweatshop in Indonesia makes the shirt and sends it out, right? Like
That's all it takes.
Again, I don't understand. Like I'm trying to like wrap my head. Like I think it's just an excuse, right? Vito's that lazy. He came up with the idea, people laughed, and then he didn't actually expect to do it, and people started asking about it, and so he started, oh yeah, well I'll do it. And then he just blamed Dick.
It did suck. I'm
Put
stupid.
one up. So
sucked.
that's why we don't have a shirt.
It did suck. I'm
Just gonna
stupid.
put one up. Fuck the shirt. Go buy.
Did he say I'm just gonna put one up?
That's why we don't have a shirt.
It did suck. I'm
Just gonna
stupid.
put one up. Fuck the shirt. Go buy the Vito plush now available at Killdozer.
Fuck the shirt. Go buy a Vito plush. Look at that. Look at that, TJ. We beat him. Not only did we steal his fucking idea, put it up before he did, but we fucking demoralized him so much he said, fuck the shirt. He doesn't even want to
Change his mind. Damn. Sad.
Vito wants to go solo. Beyonce. No. Vito's the other one. What's the one that no one knows? That's the one Vito is. He's not Kelly Rowland, and he's not fucking Beyonce. He's the third Destiny's Child. The one that nobody knows. I would say Maddox is Kelly Rowland. It takes months to get shirts from Teespring. That's it. And my shirt's coming real quick.
Nail Bunny shirt is about to be made real soon.
Well,
Be able to
that's
look
not
out for
even
that.
that's a Finbar thing. Again, see, like Finbar goes, I want to make
See,
a shirt. I go, no, that's stupid.
that's a
He
good
goes, "Well, fuck you,
example,
I'm gonna make a shirt anyway. I go, oh, okay, whatever. Like it's your shirt. Like, let me see. So on the 14th, we got the order from the YOLO Epstein shirt, and it literally has gone out. It is shipped already. On the 12th, we got an order for some Rip-A-Pale merch. That's delivered already. Right? So, our merch goes out pretty quick. That's the one good thing about Fourth Wall. Like, you'll get it within 2 to 3 weeks. At the most 3 weeks. It really depends where you're at and what you order, how much you order. Like, certain items are going to take a little longer. But it'll be fine. I got your shirt in a few days. See, George got his in a couple days. Vito reminds me of a seal who's afraid to go in the water. Vito's Destiny's stepchild.
Damn.
Tony destroyed Vito. Another one bites the dust. I didn't destroy Vito. Vito screwed Vito. Right? Speaking of Vito, we got another little biggest problem. Might as well get that out of the way right now. Because Johnny Rocket got false flagged.
I'm asking questions.
All I know is that the event will not be at the end because sadly comedy has lost yet again to crybabies who went, there's going to be a Nazi rally
The
at
Maniac
the
got
bar."
canceled too. Did you see that comic? The
Yeah,
Maniac.
what the fuck?
This bitch ass.
Niobe or whatever.
I don't know. Some guy who dropped.
Why is Vito acting like he doesn't know Larry? This is one of the worst things. Like Niobe or whatever. Like, you fought with him. You like sided with him. You and Niobe have talked.
Creepy comics, got pissed off at them.
They made a joke about him in the comic because obviously parody, like literally when you look at the history of parody, like half the law is like political cartooning is clearly legal. What are you
They
talking
drew
about?
their Maniac character. Corgan drew their Maniac character with a billy club beating the Golden Patriot and some like Harley Quinn ripoff that this.
I love that
Not
he
even
said
Corgan, it's Ray Ray.
No,
What's wrong?
no, it was Corgan did it for the comic. Ray did it for
Okay. And then Ray Ray did the recreation. All right.
retard Larry
Larry
Nairobi made,
Yeah.
and then Larry Nairobi got
Nairobi.
his
Nairobi.
penis.
Oh shit, Red, you better get on him. It's like, no. Nairobi's mine. Go flag the channel. Like, Nairobi's mine. Niobe is Larry's.
And that
Started
tweet
reporting-
came a lot of
reported
money.
them to-
Damn. The Nairobi, everybody saw Nairobi for some reason. Even Johnny Rocket.
To be fair, I wouldn't want someone to know I was friends with Larry either. Making the name Larry
He's
look
not
bad in
wrong.
these streets. Larry who? No. I don't know who this South Park Larry is. Welfare Larry.
Got a stick in his penis and started
He
crying and
reported
reporting.
them to
They gotta take
Indiegogo
it
and got
down.
it taken down the whole campaign, which is a
That
huge kick in the
sucks.
dick. That really sucks. I hope they can get it back up. I actually got an email from Indiegogo recently, and they said, "Hey, when are you doing Super Killer 2? Because we want some of that money." And I was like,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. You guys never talked to me when I had the thing running. What's going on
There's
over
not gonna
there?
be any money.
Yeah.
You gotta tell him that.
Yeah, don't worry, that one's gonna
Get down to
fail.
brass tacks with him. Don't lead him on.
It's funny, that guy was in EVS's chat. And he went, "Well, here's the thing: is they didn't label it as parody." And I went, "Oh, he's retarded."
Man, a lot of these.
Larry really is retarded. I don't understand how he thinks that it's got to have 5 points of differences and like all this. There is no stipulations on parody other than it has to parody, right? You can't make a Spider-Man comic that is like a serious, like a straight comic, right? If you're just making Spider-Man and there's no difference between the two, that's not a parody. But if you make a Spider-Man comic and then Spider-Man's like killing Mary Jane and like beating people and like doing clearly not Spider-Man things, that's parody, right?
Yeah.
Like if you make a joke out of it, if like he's shooting webs out of it, like he looks like Spider-Man, but webs come out of his ass, right?
For the sake of jokes, satire.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry should be careful because before a group start making Niobe comics of their own. There is a company. He got mad because someone had pointed out one time that there's a Niobe with a Niobi comic. He's like, that's different. That's not the same thing. Like he fucking like blocked this dude and like went on a fucking like tirade because the dude just pointed out, hey, there's a different Niobe that's spelled differently. Like this
Remember when we pointed out Harley Quinn looks the same, and then he also freaked out. She's wearing a jester suit. No, Larry, it's a Harlequin suit. Harlequin. No, it's a jester suit.
Yeah, he couldn't quite wrap his mind around that concept.
Comic guys are like, they're
When you
freaks.
buy a pack of Garbage Pail Kids, right on the pack it says, "By the way, this is parody. I just want everybody to know it's parody." Like we get it.
He knows. He's just a piece of shit.
Don't take
I think Dick nailed it.
people's campaigns.
He knows
down.
it's just they're smaller than me. I'm gonna drill them. I'm gonna hurt them.
Grow a
What
fucking spine,
fucker.
people.
What a
Anyway, if
piece
the
of
Maniac
shit.
resurfaces, we'll let you know. Maybe it already has it. Hopefully, Indiegogo
I don't know.
brings it back.
Look at Funds My Comics.
Fund my
or
comic. It might be
The
up there.
Maniac. Okay,
The
here's my
Maniac.
problem: is men with daddy issues.
Men with that, and then you just cut it off, Katie. Good job.
Fatherless behavior.
Don't forget, Maniac, back it. Fund my comic. It looks fun. It looks like a ultra violent Judge Dredd-esque comic book that's over the top. The comic itself is clearly satire and parody, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Like
crazy.
if you find Frank Miller's Batman hilarious, this is one that's done for laughs.
Yeah, that's essentially would be it. Like Frank Miller's Batman cranked up to 11 and done tongue in cheek, right? Here's the only problem I would have, right? I like those kind of things, right? I like parody. I like these over the top stuff, but usually as a one off, right? Like you read it and you go, oh, this was fun. Like, oh, he just beat that guy to death. Like, and you're like, okay. And then usually the follow up is like, oh, it's just more of the same, right? Like that initial momentum, it seems to work more as a one off, right? Like if you're gonna go like over the top, ultra violent, or parody something in an unrealistic manner.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit! Speaking of Dredd, did you see Carl Urban is back as Dredd in a new TV? I did not. I didn't even see the Dredd movie.
Shit.
They ruined.
You need to watch that.
They ruined Dredd
that's
with
really good.
that Carl Urban. I seen it. It looked too gritty. I was like, "Where's my fun Rob Schneider sidekick?" That's what I want in my Judge Dredd. I am the law. That's what I want.
I am the law.
And he takes his helmet off for like 90% of the movie. Come on. That Armin Hassan Asante is supposed to be like Stallone's clone. That was so stupid. They don't look nothing alike. They don't look like they could even be related, right? It would have been better. It would have made more sense. Here's what they should have did, right? This is like how stupid they are. They should have had Armin Asante's character have the helmet on the whole time, right? And clearly he's speaking with the non-Schwarzenegger voice, right? And then when they had the big reveal, he should take the helmet off, right? And then it's fucking Schwarzenegger, not Schwarzenegger, it's fucking Sylvester Stallone,
yeah.
Right? Like he takes the helmet off, he's like, how could you have betrayed me? And then he like takes the helmet off, he's like, because I am you. And then like, but it's like Armin Asante's voice coming out of Stallone's mouth, right? You know, with ADR. You're like, oh shit, it's a clone. They cloned fucking Stallone. That's why then it would all make sense, right? They would wrap it up and like, oh, that is a clone of like. But again, like they wanted to like these actors because they wanted them to show their faces and like, look, they're famous people in our Judge Dredd movie.
They always have that rule, you know.
Yeah, that's how you can get around the face reveal. Urban could play Rico too. Yeah, exactly. That was the point. Like if they were going to reveal it that he's a clone, they like. Because I think that would have been like really more impactful because you never see the bad guy's face. He's just like hunting down Stallone. He's like a rogue judge, but you don't know why. And then you get the big reveal that he's a fucking clone, right? Rico Dredd. Speaking of crazy over the top behavior, TJ, it's a good segue to Easter message from Matt Bahr.
Look at this.
Yeah. I don't understand, Matt. Why would you do this?
He emails the same way he tweets.
But why even? What's the point, right? Like you don't like Ethan. You're not friends, right? Like why would you? You know that if you email Ethan something, he's gonna fucking put it on Twitter and blast you all over the place, right? There's like, it's 110% guaranteed, right? So just that itself, like I wouldn't like if I was enemies with Ethan, why would I email Ethan and stuff or like tweet it or DM him or call him? Like I know he's gonna put me on fucking blast, right? That makes no sense.
It's just stand behavior. That's what's happening.
And secondly, like what did he like? I'm trying to figure out what he hoped to accomplish with this, right? So here we go. You know what? Hold on, TJ. We got to shit. How am I gonna do this? TJ. I need the music. I need the music. This is where I need like a soundboard because this would have really came in handy, right? Where is it?
Notice me, senpai. Yeah, 100%. Like until now, that's the crazy part. Like, he still thinks he has a chance.
I'm gonna read the letter. Okay. I'm not gonna show it. I'm gonna read the letter, but I'm gonna read it as accompanied by Stan from. All right. So it's ready, TJ. You ready to hear the Matt Bahr letter?
Let's hear it.
Dear Ethan, every person you supported that was against me has cracked, not produced anything worth a fuck or left. Liam is doing all three. JDA, Riley, and now Liam. You propped him up to spite me, and now he's spiraling out of control. We'd still be friends. I'd probably be halfway through with your horse book if you had kept the integrity of your green room. You kicked me because I blocked somebody making rape videos. You kicked me when somebody else was sharing DMs. That's insane. I shouldn't have to go another adult and discuss who I can't block or can't. Stay out of my fight. You don't want to get involved, but you put yourself into these situations unnecessarily. The optics are you're approving and supporting what they're doing when you hop on their live stream. Showing up on Riley's rape streams, asking me to show receipts for Liam's lying. Showing up on JDA's when he called me anti-Christian and anti-Comicsgate. I'm loving seeing the Liam because it wouldn't be so spectacular if you hadn't dropped up so high. Well, he falls off. Keep making comic. I listened to your advice about the characters and background not being separate enough in Rock and Roll Ninja. Thanks. I applied it to Rock and Roll Ninja 87 about halfway through the interior pages. We'll have it finished before we announce it. No more late book for me. Anyway, good luck with Liam and happy Easter, Matt Bahr. There you go, guys.
That's too perfect.
Is Matt supposed to be Eminem? No, Matt is supposed to be Stan. Matt is Stan. Music is too loud. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Look, it was an impromptu reading of Stan. Okay, serious. No, I love how he puts no subject. No subject. Ethan, every person you supported that was against me is cracked. Not produced anything worth a fuck or left. Liam is doing all three. I don't think Liam left. Liam is still in Comicsgate, technically. Just taking a little break. Yeah, we love her.
Yeah, he said he's taking a break from YouTube, but he's still making comics.
Yeah. I don't think Liam is cracked. I think Liam has been cracked. I love Liam, but he's a wild and crazy guy, right? Liam is a very boisterous, very
he has a lot of passion.
Not just, but I'm talking about like he tells stories with extra oomph, right?
Yeah.
He's one of those people, like, instead of just going to the store, like, he'd be like, oh, I went to the store to pick up eggs. Liam would be like, I went to the store to pick up eggs, and then two cars fucking crashed into each other. Like, something that didn't happen, but it's so innocuous that, like, he just had to, like, build the story up just a little bit more grandiose, right? You guys make me laugh. I only hope to return the favor. Well, thank you, Briscoe Bob. The mic cut out. I didn't hear anything. What? Damn it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post, TJ.
Make it its own separate video, too.
I'll make it its own video. I'll have, because I did that before. I don't know if you guys seen before we did that. Back in the Gap, there was a guy named Alpha Ego. Do you remember Alpha Ego?
Yeah.
Does he still make videos? I haven't, like, heard anything from him in the longest. He might still make
grid.
Videos.
Like, I saw him simping for Melanie Mac once, but that's about it.
Apparently, 13 days ago, he made a video. Black Cap goes broke. Woke shills cope. Less than 300 views on that 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So
the channel, bud.
Dead channel. Very inconsistent. Anyway, back in the Gap, he was harassing our friend Tristan. What did I say, Kristen? Tristan. Right? And so we took one of his videos and we did the exact same thing. So let's get that. Where's that at? But that was a long time ago. Was that like almost 2 years ago, TJ? Something like that?
Yeah.
Like I'm scrolling through my shorts and it's way down there. Way. There it is. Yeah. All right. So let's play that real quick so you can see what we're working with. What we're going to end up doing with Matt Bahr's letter. I got to get a better reader. So someone who reads really well. Give me the audio of you reading the Matt Bahr tweet to the Eminem.
I have nothing against Tristan. I pray that she will change her ways. Tristan, if you're watching, I want you to know that I'm not your enemy. I make these videos because I want to help you. You make a ton of mistakes and you surround yourself with so many yes men or yes persons that nobody is around to call out your mistakes. She made a video advertising a sponsor of hers and she endorsed a product that has the option to customize it with logos.
That just fits so well. Like his whole like, Tristan, I'm here to help you. I'm your buddy. Buddy, Tristan.
Dear Tristan.
JDA, Riley, and now Liam. So Riley has produced a lot of stuff. I guess none of the things Riley produced are worth a fuck, according to Matt Bahr, but a lot of people like the things Riley produced. Say what you will about JDA, but he's produced a lot of things that people buy, right? I don't know if they're good or not, but people buy them. Liam's
Still
stuff
out there
is
grinding.
great. Yeah, Liam's stuff is fantastic. Dino King is awesome. Is it perfect? No. Does it have some grammar and spelling errors? Sure. But they're in such a way, like there's a way to screw up where it's like almost unnoticeable, right? Like if you forget, like if you didn't write Liam, right? Like then it would make no sense, right? But if he put Liam and then he forgot the I and he had the S, like everyone, or if he put O, if he mistyped O, like everyone would just read that as Liam is, right? Like your brain automatically corrected the mistake, right? You wouldn't even notice. You might go back later and go, oh shit, he misspelled that, right? But if you're reading and you're caught up in the story, there's mistakes like that you'll just look over, right? You'll just gloss over them because again, the way your brain works, a lot of people don't realize this, TJ. We've talked about this before, but you're not actually seeing everything that you're actually seeing, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. No, 100%. It's all perception.
Well, it's not just perception. Your brain literally shuts itself off. When you start reading, your brain goes, what's more efficient? To constantly take the information in? It's not changing. Like I'm looking at this screen and it's not changing, right? So my brain goes, okay, just put up that static image that I'm looking at, block everything out in the peripherals, and then until I shift my focus, then my brain will turn my eyes back on. Like literally your brain turns your eyes off, right? It is the weirdest fucking thing when you start thinking about it. Like what you see, because remember, you're not actually seeing, right? What's happening is light is hitting on things, going in your brain, and your brain is deciphering this information and turning it into mental images that you see, right? And theoretically, you're actually seeing things that have happened milliseconds, microseconds ago, right? Like you don't actually see anything in the current, in the now. And like if I throw a ball at TJ and say, hey, TJ, catch. His brain has to do all the calculations, has to figure out where the ball was, where the ball is going to be, and do all this to get his hand in the proper spot to fucking catch the ball while also not being in concurrent with everything, right? Because if I go, hey, TJ, and his brain went, okay, Tony's calling me. He wants to throw the ball at me. Here comes the ball. And then his brain started doing that. The ball would hit TJ in the fucking head before he finished thinking what to do and then making his body do it. So his body will react almost independently of his brain, right? You think that you're controlling it, but it's like doing it on its own. That's why muscle memory is a thing. Right?
Yeah. Sturgis tried to make the same excuse with AI and Horseman, but it didn't work. I'm invested in the story, but I don't care if it's AI.
Well, that's different. Like art is different than because the ugly art, like your brain doesn't fix the art. The art is what's going into you.
It's distracting, if anything.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is this ugly? You know.
Yeah. And now, Liam, you propped him up to spite me, and he's spiraling out of control. We'd still be friendly, and I'd probably be halfway through your horse book if you had.
See, I called it.
Kept the integrity of your green room. You kicked me because I blocked somebody making rape videos. Now, first off, this is so disingenuous, right? Like the framing of
rape videos.
Riley didn't make rape videos. Riley, he makes it sound like if you read that, if you're a normal person, right? Like if I said, hey, Dad, read this and tell me what this means, right? Like explain this. He'd go, oh, Riley, somebody apparently made a video where he literally raped somebody, like multiple videos of like raping somebody, right? Because that's what a rape video is, right? If I go, hey, you want to watch this rape video with me, TJ? TJ, go fuck no, I don't watch the goddamn rape video, right? But if I go, hey, you want to watch this?
Jesus.
Yeah. You want to watch this video of Riley threatening to rape Matt Bahr? Like, yeah, because you know it's funny, right? It's a funny video. Like, he made comedy videos about going to fucking. He made one. I think he made what? Like, it was like one video, right?
Just the one, yeah.
That was it. It was just, I'm going to fucking rape you, Matt. And he made the video going to like Walmart. But, you know, so making rape videos. You kicked me when somebody else was sharing DMs. I think that's the Joe Ball situation. And I don't think he got kicked for that. I think Again, this is Matt rewriting history. So Joe Ball shared DMs, right, TJ?
Okay.
And what happened was Matt Bahr went into the DM green room and started fighting with Joe Ball in the green room. And someone else. And basically Ethan's like, well, take that shit out of here. Like, and then Matt, Matt being, no, you did. And they go, well, fuck it. And then he kicked him, right? Like, dude, like, it's like we have a green room, right? And I'd say you and for whatever reason, you and Finbar start fighting. I go, guys, stop fighting. And Finbar's like, okay, I'll take it to DMs. You're like, no, fuck that. We're going to do this here. And I go, well, fuck you. And I just kicked you out of the green room, right? Like, because clearly you're not listening. You're not respecting everyone else. There's more people in there besides those three, right? There's a whole group of people that don't want to see Matt Bahr and Joe Ball or Matt Bahr and Riley or Matt Bahr and whoever fighting. Like, you want to fight with somebody, go fight with them privately in DMs or go on Twitter and publicly fight with them away from this green room where there's just professionals trying to have professional conversations.
A lot of these idiots don't understand, unfortunately. Like, a lot of people make their green rooms so that they're drama free,
And TJ said, okay. Matt Bahr caught lying again. I don't know if it's lying. I think it's head wound behavior. I think he truly believes, like, he's so
paranoia.
It's not even paranoia. It's psychosis. He has a psychosis, and he believes the shit that he's saying. Like, this is, and to him, this is what really happened. These are the events that have transpired according to him. For all this shit he talks about Liam rewriting history or making things up, Matt Bahr does the exact same thing. But it's like
times 100.
Yeah. He was posting clips of Deliverance. Make you squeal like a pig, boy. Head wound writing that letter to Ethan after what he said about Ethan's wife and Anna's deceased sister. Total lack of self-awareness.
Oh, yeah.
Watch Matt Bahr fight with Pear. What? Right.
Oh, Narwhal. Oof.
That's insane. I shouldn't have to go to another adult and discuss who I can block or can't. You shouldn't, and you don't need to. Ethan literally said, stop bringing shit to my door. Like, Ethan literally was like, Matt, I don't care about your problems with other people. Stop telling me about them, right? You're the one who wanted to go. You're the one to go. Ethan, this guy's being mean to me. Why can't you get him out of the green room? This guy's being mean to me. Ethan, can you make him stop? Riley's threatening to rape me with his tiny pee-pee. Can you make him stop? Like, what are you scared of, Matt? The insanity, TJ, of grown men. I would be the same way. Like, if somebody came to me, right, and someone was like, hey, I need you to talk to Finbar because he's really he's fighting with me. I'd be like, what the fuck are you telling me for? Like, people have come to me, TJ, with some shit. Remember, they used to come to me with like complaints about panelists and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, you don't like that person? Great. No, you don't understand. He's ruining your show. That's fantastic. You don't like it? Don't watch it. I don't care. We used to have that back in the gap with Carl because Carl's mic was really bad, and Carl's over the top and autistic to a really very I don't want to say bad. I'm trying to look for a word that's like inappropriate degree, right? Like, he'd be inappropriate and say things that are just like Carl, why would you say that, right? Like, but he was our buddy, and so he was on the streams, and if people didn't like it, I go, hey, it's too bad. Carl's our buddy. If you don't like it, Carl's part of the show. Carl's part of the package, right? If you don't like the package, then stop watching. I choose who's on the panel. I choose what we talk about. I choose whether I cut people off or allow them to go on tangents. It's my show, right? And again, I want people to watch, but if people don't watch, that's okay. Like, okay. Then Tony said, okay, right? Like, if you go, hey, I really don't like that TJ fella. His accent makes me mad. I'm like, well, stop watching. Don't watch the episodes that TJ's on. Mute. Whenever you hear TJ come on, mute him, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Stay out of my fights, Lamal. Matt Bahr is fighting on the internet. 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 Every time I turn it on, Matt Bahr is fighting on the internet. I actually forgot to write an A, so it was supposed to be fight with a pair. See? We just kind of glanced over that. Stay out of my fights. You state you don't want to get involved, but you put yourself into the situations unnecessarily. No, Matt, you put him into situations. You start talking about it.
You're
Then you
the
go,
drag
I told Ethan to tell Riley to leave me alone, and he wouldn't. Then so now Ethan has to make a statement, right? If you don't tell people that you've discussed it with Ethan or you try to get Ethan to stop it or whatever, then Ethan doesn't have to make a statement, right? If you don't involve Ethan, if you're not going, hey, Ethan, do this, and you go, oh, I told Ethan he didn't do this, then Ethan wouldn't have to say anything about it, right? He literally, how many people have I fought with that Ethan has made no public statements about, TJ?
Oh, yeah.
Countless people. I've been in green rooms with EVS and other people. I've never dragged my problems to his door. I've never asked him to take care of anything. The only instance that Ethan ever discussed anything that I was fighting with somebody was when someone asked him about the veto comic thing, right? That was because someone asked him. It wasn't because Ethan decided to just get involved, right? And in fact, speaking of Vito has brought in situations of, oh, Tony's being mean to me. Can you believe this, guys? Like to Ethan. Yeah, Vito, I seen that shit. I might not be in that green room, Vito, but I have eyes everywhere. I know it was you, Vito. Going,
I'm not the only eyes, by the way. Everybody likes to blame me for some weird reason. It's not just me.
Ethan, Tony's being mean to me. He's making fun of my comic book. Tony said, you want to come on? I said, okay. Then Tony said, okay. And TJ said, okay.
Okay.
Wait, who did Matt email this to? He emailed it to fucking Ethan.
Ethan himself.
Ethan has to do kindergarten cop. You're eating people's lunches. Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah. That's even funnier now. Is it new? Yes, it's new. This is from today.
This is recent. Yeah.
Ethan just tweeted it out today, so I'm assuming he got it earlier. He goes, this is my Easter message from Matt Bahr. So, yeah, I'm assuming. It says it came in at 10:47 a.m. Ethan's time. So he took the screenshot literally 2 minutes after he got the email. So it's from today. The optics are you're approving and supporting what they're doing when you hop on their streams. Showing up on Riley's rape stream. Riley was raping people. Ethan showed up. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Just raping over here. Just casually on YouTube, just raping people. What the fuck is that? Like, so wait, TJ, you know what this means, right?
What does it mean?
I'm glad you asked me, TJ. What this means is Riley did, in fact, rape Matt Bahr. Because Matt Bahr is now calling it rape videos and rape streams. And the person that Riley was talking about was Matt Bahr. Riley has literally mind raped Matt Bahr.
Damn.
Matt, like, could you imagine? This is how I picture it. Matt Bahr's, you know, it's nighttime. He's in bed. His wife turns over, touches Matt on the shoulder. You know, she's feeling a little frisky. Touches Matt on the shoulder, and he flinches. What's the matter, honey? You having that nightmare again? Every time I close my eyes, babe, I see Riley. He's raping me. He's raping me, babe. That's how I imagine that, you know, the Bahr household going on.
He's like those SJW women, like when they get yelled at by men, they just start yelling, rape, rape. Same thing.
Matt Bahr. His wife's like, Matt, why are you walking around with that butt plug in? That way Riley can't rape me, honey. This is an anti-rape butt plug. It's not for sexual gratification. It's protecting me. See, if there's something in there, he can't penetrate my anus. But why is it so big? Shut up, honey. It's not the point. Anyway, showing up on Riley's rape streams, asking me to show receipts for Liam's lying. Why would that be a problem, Matt? Liam's lying. Okay, prove it. Why would I have to prove it? Because you made an accusation. Why are people so afraid of receipts, TJ? It's a chastity butt plug. Exactly. It's got like a metal chastity butt plug.
It's their truth. They're living their truth, Tony. Come on.
No, I mean, if TJ goes, man, you don't believe I won the lottery. I go, fuck you, you're lying, TJ. And people go, receipts. I get, I got to bring receipts for saying TJ lied about the lottery. Or if TJ goes, man, every light that I hit today was green. I go, fuck you, you're lying, right? Like that's not a thing you need receipts for. That's just like who cares? It's so innocuous. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, right? But if you're making like major accusations, it's like you're like, no, Liam lied about writing this book, or Liam lied about how many sales he got, or something that's going to damage their reputation or their brand or their prominence on YouTube or whatever, right? Like receipts. If you're saying Liam's lying about you, receipts, right? Oh, Liam said this. Okay, here's the receipt to prove that he's lying, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you should do. You should have those receipts, right? You should be able to provide them. If you're going to make an accusation that someone is a liar or they're lying about a situation, prove it. Oh no, trust me, bro. I said he was lying, so you gotta trust me. I'm sorry, but Matt Bahr has not risen to the level of we just take his word for it, right? Maybe the slums and Matt's buddies in the Head Wound Gang will just
not even the
whatever
slums.
Matt
What's
says.
left of it? The Head Wound Gang, yeah.
Showing up on JDA's when he called me anti-Christian and anti-Comicsgate. Again, I could go, hey, fuck Matt Bahr, right? And then someone hops on the panel. That doesn't mean they co-sign. They were like waiting in the wings going, oh, I hope Tony says fuck Matt Bahr so I can jump on that stream and co-sign it, right? It's like, if Ethan's not going, if you don't got a receipt of Ethan going, you're right, JDA. Matt Bahr is anti-Christian and anti-Comicsgate. Then you don't got nothing. You just got him happening to be on a stream where JDA was running his mouth at some point, right? Now we've seen times where people start running their mouth and people on the panel go, hey, you know what? I'm going to go get some water. What's they did that the other day? Alex Stein, remember? They were talking shit. And Alex like, I got to go.
Oh, yeah.
It says, I'm loving seeing the fall of Liam because it wouldn't be so spectacular if you hadn't propped him up so high. Right there, propping him up so high. Matt Bahr, this is all because Matt Bahr desperate to be a CG king. He's desperate for these people that are in the industry. He wants to sit at the table with others who are legends in the industry. He wants to be seen on the same level as a Chuck Dixon, as a Graham Nolan, as a Billy Tucci, right? He wants to be on that level.
Sad. He thinks the slums aren't good enough for him, huh?
Well, here's the thing. If you want to be on that level, right? This is like saying, I want to sit at the table with Grammy award-winning music artist, right? And you go, well, are you working on your music? Well, no. Have you produced anything in the last 10 years? No. Are you working on new music? No. Have you went to school to learn how to do? No. I just want
here fighting on the internet.
Yeah, I just want Ethan to tell me that I'm a Emmy award-winning equivalent, right? Being a CG king, it's fun. It's a nice, fun little title. But in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of meaningless, right? We've talked about it. It's not.
It just means you get to be on Ethan's show. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple. He even said as much, by the way.
Extraordinary claims require a call for extraordinary receipts. Yeah, exactly. If you're going to make big claims, you better be able to back them up, right? Or else don't make them. Everyone in the fucking King's Green Room would be like, Matt Bahr.
I want Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. It's like, Matt, if you want to be on that level, work on some books, put out some material, do things to put you on that level. You talk about like the CG Kings being lazy and resting on their laurels. They have laurels to rest on, Matt, right? They've put in 30 years, some of these guys. 30 plus years grinding away.
He's just drawing Warhawk. That's all he does. Like he'll just parody other people's work.
Well, do it. Draw it. Draw Warhawk. Draw
Make something out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, your Ego Man. Make your fucking comics. Do that. Make a whole bunch.
Eagle Man and Pink Ape. Where the fuck is that?
Yeah, for all you say about JDA, at least he's cranking shit out. He's trying to he's making an attempt, right? A shitty attempt, but he's making an attempt, right? Eric July is making an attempt. Matt Bahr is like, I want to be a CG king. Okay, Matt, where's your attempt? Oh no, I just want Ethan to tell me that I'm good. Just Ethan, tell me I'm pretty and that I am as good as everyone else, right? Like I'm not actually going to do anything to earn anyone's approval or accolades. I just want them, and that's why he's so butthurt by like Liam being called a CG king, right? Or Katie or other people, because that's what he wants. And he sees it like you're giving the thing that I want, you're giving it to other people. Yeah. Now, while he falls, I keep making comics. What comics are you making, Matt? I know you've drawn here. I've been in the most CG books about everybody. Okay, so you drew a cover here or a fucking a little panel there for somebody, right? What books are Matt Bahr's books? When you go, this is a Matt Bahr comic, you got Rock and Roll Ninja. That's it. I've heard of no one else going, this is a Matt Bahr book, right?
It's a joint production with your boy Zach and Chuck Dixon, too.
Yeah, well, but he's the artist, right? So, like, it is, for all intents and purposes, it is a Matt Bahr comic, drawn, at least, right? But there's nothing else, right? There's no other comics. You go Matt Bahr, you got Rock and Roll Ninja. Yeah, I was just going to say Gridiron Green, right? And that's it. There's nothing. You got nothing. You didn't work on other people's properties. You weren't like, oh, here's Matt Bahr. He worked on 3 issues of fucking Cyberfrog, Inglorious Rex, 2 issues. He did, a whole bunch of shit. Like, oh, you did a one-off cover here, a one-off cover there. Who the fuck cares? Matt, you were cheaper than everyone else. They wanted a good artist, but they couldn't afford it. So you went, hey, you give me $20, I'll do you a cover. And they went, oh, fuck it, whatever.
Like, at least me and Finbar admit that we're fucking nobodies and we don't care,
Yeah.
Learn from us.
I mean, right now, Matt, you could have been on a comic for me. I literally was going to give Matt Bahr work at one point, right?
His art style is close enough. It would work.
Well, I had some ideas that would have worked with his art style. But then he went crazy. Like, this was way back, like before, like right before the Riley rape videos.
Yeah, he used to show up on our shows, like in the chat.
Yeah. Because that's why I was like, we had Jimmy Reyes and all them. So I was like, oh, these guys are in the chat. So I might as well, if I'm going to hire somebody that's in the chat, right? Says, I listened to your advice about the character and backgrounds not being separate enough in Rock and Roll Ninja. Thanks. I applied it to Rock and Roll Ninja 87. About halfway through the interior pages. We'll have it finished before we announce it. No more late books from me.
Oh wow, you have to put that in there, huh?
Well, this is a lie, TJ. This is a 100% lie. It's a lie. It's a verifiable lie, TJ. You want to know why? The last part, the last 2 sentences. Anyway, because you announced Rock and Roll Ninja 87. We have it finished before we announce it. You just told us it existed, Matt. That's an announcement, you fucking retard.
There's the announcement. Yeah.
No one knew it was a thing until you decided to tell Ethan about it. And I'm sure you've probably talked about it to other people. So while there might not be an official press release, or what you should have said, we'll finish it before we crowdfund for it or before we kickstart it or whatever, right? Indiegogo it. But it has been announced. People know it exists, right? And as far as no more late books from me, well, unless Matt Bahr is going to go over to your boy Zach's house and make sure your boy Zach is sending out all the fucking comics on time, I don't think that's a promise you can make there, buddy, right? I love Finbar and TJ, but we're going to put a lot of the, the fulfillment comes out of me and the companies that we work with, right? Like, I can't make any guarantees. If I say, hey, you're going to get your books, and then the fulfillment company doesn't give it to you, that's, it is what it is, right? Sucks, but I have no control over that.
Yeah.
Matt has no control over what your boy Zach does. They could get it, and then your boy Zach could decide for whatever reason to delay it like a week, delay it fucking a month, delay the fucking fulfillment, because he does his fulfillment in some weird, like, rolling fucking release thing, right? Remember that Matt and the writer of Gridiron Green toured social justice events to sell their UN propaganda comic, And Matt won $70 after a 3-year legal battle with the writers of Gridiron Green.
That's right.
At least he didn't shit on Katie. We call that progress, right? Well, so far, who knows? There might be a follow-up email. Ethan, I can't believe you put my last email on Twitter. This is the last time I'm emailing you.
As he proceeds to talk shit about Katie and Tony. That would be hilarious.
All right, so Sturgis would like you to know that he was not joking the other day, guys. He says, I mean, I am black from the waist down.
Unironically, he says it. Look at this.
To me, that just sounds like Sturgis burned his dick off, right?
Yeah.
Also, I don't think Sturgis knows what words mean. So he's attacking our buddy Stray Beans here. So this, he says, hey, that's not fair. Renowned Zero was raised Catholic, but converted to worshiping Eric July's balls later in life. Toy Fanboy says, do you have to take classes to convert to the Church of Eric's balls? Also, is there baptism involved? And then Sturgis put up this picture of Stray Beans. Stray Beans, bud. Says, it always turns into homoerotic fantasies of me. This is coming from the guy whose entire timeline is filled with obsessing over 2 straight men, and the guy looks flamboyant. No.
He's doing a funny face, but he looks normal to me.
That's not even a funny face. I think that's just his normal face, TJ. He's doing the blue steel. That's his sexy model look. Give us blue steel. But there's nothing. Does he know what flamboyant means? He's not wearing a fucking feathered boa. He doesn't got like makeup on and like all kind of shit, like nails. Like this is not like flamboyant. RuPaul. Yeah, this is the normal shirt. It's a dude wearing a t-shirt and headphones. This is flamboyant. Like this is his level of what flamboyant means. The guy just looks white.
But playing with tits, no, that's fine. You know. Playing with his own.
I missed all this. I'll have to clap back. Well, you missed it because he what's that called?
He took a screenshot. See,
he took a screenshot.
He wants to have the last word.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get caught.
So, because it's not like you blocked him. Like that's the only reason to take a screenshot is because he got blocked. What the hell is this? What is Finbar? Not Finbar. Potion's enemy. Oh. Yeah, so speaking of rape, did you know that I also made rape threats, TJ?
Oh, yeah.
So
the Ginger Cook himself.
Ginger Cook says, at CG Frog Tony threatened to grape my wife too. However, Enlightened Fan went too far. I don't think it matters how terrible they are. I have never threatened to grape anyone's wife, TJ. I've never threatened to rape anyone's wife. And I said, it's 100% verifiable lie. I said I would fuck his fat pig wife. Rape was never mentioned because I was calling her a common whore. And Potion says boycott grapes. And here's the tweet. This is from 2024. It says, after I get done fucking your pig wife, I will take you to an art gallery and teach you all about appreciating art. Is that rape? Is that implying rape anywhere, TJ?
No.
It doesn't say after I get done raping your pig wife.
It sounds consensual to me.
Yeah, it's consensual fucking. I don't understand.
I mean, we do call him the Ginger Cock. It's like the jokes we do at the expense of Stray Beans, you know?
Yeah.
And again,
Stray
like
Beans, bud.
Enlightened Fan, here's the difference. Enlightened Fan is saying actionable threats to Riley. This isn't an actionable threat. This is like,
well, it wasn't just to Riley. He said it to everybody. And we're going to get into that.
Right.
He said it to every he said, because Riley goes, well, I'm not going to show up. I'm going to pay people, right? And he said, well, if anyone shows up to mess with Eric and cause trouble, I'm going to make sure they go home in a body bag, buddy. Yeah. So, all right. So here.
His gay book, too. That was something.
Here's where it started with the. So this post from an account that no longer exists. I said he's still not going to fuck your pig wife, right? I don't even know who the hell I was replying to because the accounts no longer exist. And it says, I said many times that I'm 42. You're the angry little Gingy with the pig wife that wants Eric July to hold you. I think you need therapy, buddy. Oh, this is Ginger Cuck's former Twitter
the old
account.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
says,
just like Enlightened Fan, like killing his account and then coming in with a new one.
Says, yeah, no 12-hour video shown there. Dude, you're too retarded for this. Catch a block. It's for your own good. Maybe give your pig wife the attention you're giving me. Then he says, new goalpost. New goalpost. Admiring art doesn't mean to also appreciating it. If you admire art, that means you don't like it. He's not made sense almost every goalpost and then makes it more confusing with more comments. I said, holy shit, this guy is dumb. I said, you can't appreciate art because you're an inbred fucktard with room temperature IQ. You just look at the pictures. This is called an insult, and it's directed at you. He goes, I like the art. I said, you're too stupid to appreciate art. You're just looking at the pictures. He goes, looking at pictures is appreciating. I'm like, are you fucking retarded? Like, you don't understand the insult that I'm making? It's like you can't hear Jimmy, right? It's like fucking white man can't jump. That was what it was a reference to. When fucking Wesley Snipes tells Woody Harrelson, you can't hear Jimmy, right? You can listen to Jimmy, but you can't hear him.
But that's how illiterate the average riptard is. He legit thinks looking at the art is appreciating it. I wouldn't be surprised.
So it says new goalpost. He could read my mind. He's even read my IQ with his imaginary superpowers. This, like, dude, are you fucking like? This is how bad he is at this shit. I said you're stupid. He goes, he doesn't know I'm stupid because he doesn't have ESP. Like what?
You can't read my mind, bud.
Yeah, that's what I said. After I get done fucking your pig wife, I will take you to an art gallery and teach you all about appreciating art. See, I was going to do him a favor. And then he posted this. He goes, tell me this isn't your everyday Walmart greeter. And I said, yo, I'm about to greet your pig wife's pussy with this dick. With this dick. Also, have you seen Walmart greeters? They're like old men. Do I look like an old man?
I said as much, by the way. He looks like the Walmart greeter. Like he walked into that himself.
Well, he's a fucking bag boy at a grocery store.
See, I was close.
Yeah. So, also, I was gonna fuck Bat Sauce's pig wife too. See, I'm fucking everyone's pig wife. I don't care. I swear to God, TJ, these people. They don't understand words. I put things very, very plainly, right? If I was gonna say I was gonna rape your wife, I wouldn't make innuendos. I would just say I'm gonna rape your wife. But I never said that, right?
Yeah.
You know.
They don't send their best. Like Cosmic Vader is saying.
I don't even think that's a problem. Like if Eric was sending them, that would be one thing. But they send themselves, right?
True.
They see me and they go, "I'm going to defend Eric's honor. I'm going to go attack that."
And he allows it. Like we've seen people in our side like doing some absurd shit, and we're like, "Cut it the fuck out, or we leave you." And then guess what? We throw them away.
We're like, no, we don't agree with your retardation, right? So Riley put out this tweet. We gotta talk about this. It says, if CG Frog Tony doesn't get Craig locked up in prison forever for these tweets, Comic Skate will never be safe at a convention again. Everything I'm saying is incredibly serious. Poor Riley. So Enlightened Fan threatened Riley's life, DJ. Threatened to kill him. Put him in a fucking body bag.
Right.
And then he decided to terminate his account. I'm going to get rid of my own account. And because I didn't do anything wrong, but you see what it is I feel bad for what I said. No, I think you know that your account is being reported. Right? Your account is being reported. People are telling the police about you. people are telling that they're going to let the Dallas Fan Expo know what you're doing.
That's right. They're gathering the receipts.
I went. So Riley put. I'm looking for the tweet. That's why I'm kind of stalling here. Riley put out a tweet where he asked for my assistance in a matter, and so I went and I looked at all the tweets that Enlightened Fan was putting out. Right. So here's a Riley. This is not the one I'm looking for, but here's another tweet for the situation. It says he's doubling down to. If I see him there, he's a dead man. I have nothing to lose. This is who the Rippaverse is. Eric July won't say this is bad. He doesn't mean anything he's ever said about fostering a safe environment. Says you guys need to leave him alone. You could definitely call the police for harassment and stalking. Also, I'm going there myself. And if I see him there, he's a dead man. I have nothing to lose. And if he wants to find out the hard way, let him. Imagine being such a fucking loser. Such a fucking loser. That you're like, I got nothing to lose. I got nothing going on in my life, TJ, that I will kill for Eric July.
That's the self-report. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what he's saying.
I got no family that loves me. I got nobody that cares about me.
I got no legacy.
Fucking Missy. No legacy to tarnish. No fucking anything, right? This will be the greatest moment in his life. Killing Riley. Fucking Dallas Fan Expo.
He died ball washing.
Yeah. He died as he lived, a ball wash. The update. He's pretending to quit the internet after 2 days of ridicule and shame for his terrible, awful, no good behavior. He admits he was wrong and says he's learned his lesson. Good riddance to Enlightened Fan. So Weapon, Ginger Cook says, he made death threats to Riley. Yes, I did, but my account wasn't suspended. I just don't want to be on here anymore. Honestly, this whole thing never should have happened, and I regret it. You regret it? What happened to, I got nothing to lose, I'll fucking kill you. Also, I shouldn't have said that. My mom found my tweets. And,
walking it back.
She was very angry at me. She said I can't have no more Dino Nuggies, and she took away my chalky milk. That's what it sounds like. I believe Enlightened Fan is probably a fucking kid, a child of some sort, right?
Well, we say that, and then we find out they're actually adults with child brain, you know.
Well, they're still a child. If you have a child brain, if you're like
yeah, that's true. It's like Sturgis, yeah.
But hey, who knows? Riley's offering money for people to pull up. Maybe I'll pull up and ask Eric July to say hi, Comicsgate. Right? See how that goes. Where is the tweet?
And then notice, what's his name? Gingercock starts bringing up the rape allegation straight after Enlightened Fan tags up, you know, some Whisper Network shit going on. I'm going to tag you in, Gingercock. Fight on the internet for me.
Like I said, it is insane that people would say this shit. And then they go, well, Riley's bad because Riley went and said, what's her name's wife is fat. He made an honest assessment of Yellow Flash, not Yellow Flash, of
Gary, Nerdrotic.
Gary, Nerdrotic's wife. Yeah. All right, so here's the tweet thread. I found it. Finally found it. All right, so let's go. Let's see the situation. We had nothing planned, so we might as well talk about this. It says this year, the hashtag Rippaverse fans are in an extreme state of agitation. Press them harder. They know the company is an artistic failure and running out of steam. It is. This one is threatening to kill people who dislike Isom.
He's not wrong. So always at the end of the, you know, this whole thing, they get more violent, right? Always.
Yeah. So Jez, our buddy Casey Jones, Jezilla says, don't care what Riley thinks. And there's something wrong about finding amusement in something that's bad. Guess you've never heard of a fun, bad movie and the cult following they have. Are they bad people for mocking those movies? I think it's wrong that you deliberately lie about something for your own amusement. I love that you're lying about something. You go, hey, Eric July made less sales. That's a lie. This comic is bad.
For
That's
your own
a lie.
amusement.
I've never, in the history of forever, I've never told a single fucking lie about Eric July or the Rippaverse. I've presented facts. I've presented information. I've
He
presented
used his
opinions.
own numbers.
Yeah. I go, here's Eric's numbers. According to these numbers, he's losing money. Here's Eric's comic. Look how shitty it is. Here's a panel from the comic. Look, shit. Right? I've never just said things. I never went, look at the Mona Lisa. It's shit. No, I went, look at this crappy bananas fucking duct tape to a wall. It's shit. Right? I also think it's wrong that you went to someone's relative's gravestone just for you an amusement too. Fucking people, learn how to write. I also hope you show up too if you're gonna gaslight me like that. Who the fuck are you? I was at Bob Dylan's grave. Guys, I don't understand this mentality about graves, right? We've talked about this ad nauseum, but they have tours of famous people's grave sites. If we thought it was
Tolkien's grave, that was the thing.
Yeah, if we thought it was a taboo, if we were like, oh, as a society, we've all agreed that you could only visit the graves of people you knew or are related to, then we wouldn't have that, right? Graveyards wouldn't be open to the public. There's literally nothing there. Yeah, as long as you're not like digging up bodies and like raping dead people, right? No one gives a fuck. Go visit my relative. Go over to my grandma's grave and tell her how shitty you think I am. Go whisper to the dead body how you think I'm a bad person, right? Like whatever. Go take a picture with it. Look, I was
caretaker's problem at that point, you know.
Yeah.
Reaching Tony's ears.
Modern America, unfortunately, illiterate as fuck. Yeah, but I'm saying like it makes no sense. Like, do they believe like the spirit is still there? Like Riley Jezilla showed up to the thing and like Isom knocks his spirits. They're like, oh lordy, this white man didn't take a picture with my grave. Like, what are they thinking? Like he's in heaven doing like fucking heavenly shit. Right?
They make it sound like Isom Knox is their relative. That's the weird part.
Even if it was, it shouldn't fucking matter. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing. I took a picture. It's like, oh man. Could you imagine if I found out who your wife was, right? I took a picture, like, how dare you take a picture with my wife? Like, why? Like, she's famous, right? Like, oh no, your wife is a celebrity, and you're like, I went to a meet and greet and took a picture with your wife. Like, it's a grave. It's a rock. Could you imagine if they go, oh, this is if I went to Eric July's old high school and took a picture at his old high school, would anyone give a fuck? If I took a picture at his old house, would anyone give a fuck? But suddenly it's a grave, and like suddenly like it means
matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Why I don't like. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm gonna say it. Maybe I'm autistic, and I just don't understand what's the big deal. It's a piece of land with a dead body in the ground in a piece of stone.
Literally, Eric July can now go to an old dilapidated house, an old mansion or something, and then say this used to belong to my great grandpappy. And then somebody will walk in there and they'll make a big deal out of it. Literally, Eric July can do that now.
Graves have been there for a century, wasting space. Yeah. Frog Tony's family graveyard is the local pond. Good job. Like I said, I just don't understand it. Like, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal because you're making it into a big deal, right? It says, how am I gaslighting? What? You're going to kill me like you want Riley? Once again, having an opinion on a piece of entertainment does not mean that it is a lie when you disagree. Not a bad idea. You want to show up too? One less liar to worry about in the world. He's out there threatening to shoot Jezilla. Fucking blasting. So then I seen a bunch of critics and I started blasting. Now, obviously, I wasn't aware of this. This was during my... I was busy. We'll just say I was unavailable when this was happening. This says, I have my own reasons for what I want to do to you. It has nothing to do with Isom or even your obsession. Really Enlightened fan? Because everything has started with you defending Eric July. Everything has started with you saying Riley should be killed for making fun of Eric. Everything is like, stop making fun of Eric and lying about him, or I'll kill you, bud. So yeah, it has everything to do with that. Unless Riley's, raping your mom, which I don't think he's doing. I can't be 100% on that because I'm not with him all the time. So I don't know what he does when I don't see him tweeting. But I'm pretty sure, right, TJ, that he's not raping Enlightened Pan's mom?
Right.
You're like, yeah, sure. Then TJ
Sure.
said, okay. Sure, we'll go with that.
TJ said, okay.
Yeah. But if you want to keep lying, that's entirely up to you. Nobody believes any of you guys at this point anyway. Well, if nobody believes us, why do you care what we're saying? Right? So you guys are a bunch of liars and no one takes you seriously. So I'm going to sit here and A-log you for the next 45 minutes to make sure.
I love when they do that. Yeah, Sturgis. That's his favorite, tactic. You don't matter, bud.
It says, but yeah, come on down, please do. Riley says, you better knock it off and stop talking about killing anyone at Dallas Fan Expo. It's insane that you are saying this at all. Threatening critics of Eric July with death if they try to take a picture with him is desperate, and it's probably pretty illegal too, Greg. What would Jesus do? And you better stop obsessing over this guy as much as you do. People already know you're full of shit. They have pictures of what you do too. They're not going to do anything to me for saying this on here. This ain't real life. Learn this difference. But yeah, this is personal. So
this isn't real life, but this is personal.
This isn't real life. He can just say whatever he wants. Well, he's saying that I can just say whatever I want online. I can threaten to kill people online because this isn't real.
Wow.
They even have videos of the way you act. And the best part is no one will feel bad for you when you go. So again, now he's doubling down on killing Riley. Yeah, I'm going to kill you. But he's justifying it. He's saying, well, people are going to see the videos and the tweets you made, and they're going to be like, yeah, he deserved to die. I hope he dies, and I hope he burns in hell. Right? Riley says, I play a character online. Riley is now broken kayfabe.
Oh, yeah.
And
he has no choice now, like Jesus.
Says, I play a character online, and I have never commit a crime. You have said outright multiple times that you'll try to kill people in real life that go to Dallas Fan Expo to take pictures with Eric July. So this will be brought up to the DFE staff if you don't stop it last morning.
Look at this.
And you and I both know that's bullshit. You're a creepy stalker, a serial harasser, and a serial liar. Save that shit for your audience. I thought he had no audience because no one believed him and everyone knew that Riley was full of shit.
I thought he was nobody.
And you guys tried to cancel him once before and it failed. No, that was a different group of people. That was an actual fandom. That had nothing to do with us at all. Like that was a whole separate thing. We all actually said that Dane was a fucking pussy for telling what was it, MegaCon, to not have Eric July there.
That's right. We want nothing to do with him.
Says, I don't work for him, and I'm not doing this for him. Come on down. It won't end well, buddy.
Look at this. Doubling down.
I think that's tripling down. I think we're at like a quadruple down at this point.
Right.
Nobody wants to like cause trouble. No one wants to like get conventions shut down, right? Like, but this is like you're going there going, I'm going to fucking murder people. Okay? Do you understand that? It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So this is where I get invited into the conversation. Yo, CG Frog Tony, can you do some of the journalism you are known for and figure out if the Dallas Fan Expo is pro attendees threatening to kill other attendees? Anyone going in CG merch is in a non-zero amount of actual danger of being attacked by this guy. It says, do I detect a hint of fear, Riley? Good. Also save that BS for your audience. You're the only ones dumb enough to be on your side anyway. I'm not doing this for him. I'm doing it for something else. Something personal. I can just imagine he's just, like he's typing this like he thinks he's cool. I'm doing all the cool guy lines like I'm in a fucking
keyboard
movie.
warrior. Yeah.
The expo isn't going to do anything in your favor. You got him. He's just beating off to like, oh, yeah, I threatened Riley online. Yeah, Eric, you see how good I am, Eric? Oh, I'll tie that belt around my neck. That's how I imagine Enlightened Fan.
Like he's what Riley's pretending to be. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
Like he's the actual thing.
Oh shit, my headphones are dying now.
Uh-oh.
We might have to call it an early night, guys. My headphones are dying. So this guy, Dr. Bean says, getting your meth move, frog freen, my meth move, frog, I don't know, English, not good. To call the cops still makes you complicit in snitching. But for real, do better, Riley. You stuttering and spitting like a rip-a-chump right now. Riley didn't say for me to call the cops anywhere.
Stuttering and spitting. What?
Do you see Riley saying anything about calling the cops? Having me call the cops? They say, hey, Tony, could you call the cops for me? He just put his kill list on hold for Riley. Riley's indirectly saying lies.
He's just telling you to do journalism. That's it.
Yeah. Do some journalism.
I heard the whole green room died because of this person. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So then he says, I'm just pointing out how you completely exposed and punked out young Riley. If you remember, his constant refrain is that Eric July was a snitch for calling the cops at the Boozy Bird incident. Now he's asking Frog Tony to call the cops on you. Riley's basically the definition of a hypocrite, judging from his recent change in behavior. He needs to do better and stop being such a basic bitch. Good work exposing him as one.
Jesus,
someone
that's
had
a
to do it.
sentence. Look at this. Look at all these commas.
Yeah, but first off here, Riley, A, never told me to call the cops. B, Riley didn't call Eric a snitch for calling on the Boozy Bird. He called him a snitch for all the snitching that he did. The Boozy Bird isn't an isolated incident. And again, this was you called the cops, and Riley and Eric going, no, actually what it is the staff.
From the day of the warehouse visit.
Yeah.
And he did the same to Chris Bacon.
Yeah. It says, you must have seen when he went after Matt Bahr and made all sorts of threats to grape Matt Bahr. Yeah, that's called satire. It's again, we've talked about this. Hey, TJ, I'm going to fucking drop a nuclear bomb on your house. You better watch out. I have the nuclear launch codes. And I'm going to fucking
the
nuke
hat
your
is over
house.
the fence. I'm going to throw pig's blood over your car. Come on.
It's making it such an obscene and over-the-top threat that it is laughable that anyone would take it serious, right? It makes it even funnier now that he's crying and whining when some random dude starts giving him the same business. Okay, so now not a random dude. He's a crazed maniac. But I will have you know that I did, in fact, reach out to the people at Dallas Fan Expo. You know, I got to do journalism, right? I was tasked with a journalistic inquiry.
You're doing the public service, you know.
I'm doing the
we need to know.
So yeah, because we won't watch. I guess we're not going to watch the Fantastic Four and all that because my head. I don't know why it was dying. It said it had 70% battery life, and now it's telling me that it is at 20%, which is weird. All right, so I reached out to Dallas Fan Expo, and I said, "Hello." I always start with hello. Hello is always a good opener, right, TJ? Nice strong opener. I'm an independent journalist working on a news story about the upcoming Dallas Fan Expo. It has come to my attention that a fan of Eric July's Rippaverse has gone on to Twitter to make threats against anyone who might show up and heckle Eric July. Now, I put some archived tweets up there. It is my understanding that Eric July and the Rippaverse staff will be attending your event as vendors, and Mr. July has had run-ins with vocal critics in the past after Eric July publicly told his critics to pull up. The link to the pull-up video is there. Obviously, this is a serious matter and one that you will be quick to respond to since it has been brought to your attention. With that said, I was hoping I could get a statement about this situation to include in my story about this unhinged individual. Thank you for your time and quick response. Regards, me. And then I put my, gotta put the credentials down so they know who I am.
Right.
They said, thank you for getting in touch. We've forwarded your inquiry to our security team, and they will get in touch if there's any further interest in pursuing this matter. So there you go. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, this is like an automated response that they gave, right? But so it's in their hands. They are now aware of Craig Holmes. Craig Holmes going out there and saying that he's gonna kill a bunch of people. DJ.
Craig Holmes wrote a book about a gay werewolf, apparently.
I don't know if it's the same Craig Holmes, but it is Craig Holmes.
It's funny lore.
John Wong says journalism. Yeah, get it. You can always redact your name later. I always do, but I'm just saying, like, there's the email. I always got to keep it professional. Like, I'm not like, hey, oh my God, this guy's going to kill a bunch of people. You should investigate it and go call the cops on him. All right. So, real quick, I just gave you my thoughts. The Fantastic Four trailer looked pretty awesome. A lot of what I said from when we watched the sneak preview trailers about how that was Galactus showing up and that was Johnny going into space after the Silver Surfer and all that was pretty much spot on. It was further confirmed in the new trailer. They showed Galactus walking through the city, which I think is kind of dumb, in my opinion. Like I get it, like it's campy, like it's like a giant monster, but I think Galactus should have more.
He's much larger, right?
Well, no, I mean because he could change size, but I think
that's true.
It cheapens him, right? It makes him like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like he's supposed to be like this cosmic threat. Like he doesn't have to walk through the city. Like he can fly. He can just hover. Like he just stands in one spot because like you come to him, he doesn't come to you, right? Like he's Galactus. Like when he touches down, like this is where he's setting up his machine. He doesn't go anywhere. Like they don't like in any other comic. He comes down on a planet, touches down, goes okay, start building the machine, and then that's it. Like he doesn't like walk around the planet like discussing things with people. Like I'm Galactus. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You're like ants to me, right?
Yeah.
And so
sometimes
I think
has cronies to do the dirty work for him too.
Yeah. We got 5 gifted memberships from Barb Rogers.
Shout out.
Congratulations to Stunning and Brave Megatron, Dickington Post, World Foe, Brian 999, and Samurai Snowman. Hop on to the Lily Pay. We appreciate it, as always.
You suck! You're no talent!
Yeah. Precisely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the gravitas of him. I think it's there to give Franklin a holla. Possibly, but man, there goes the headphones. Now they completely shut off. So this will be interesting. I can't play any videos, but we can talk. We can still talk, TJ. I'm just gonna have to lower the a little bit so there's no. Hopefully, you guys don't get any feedback from TJ coming through the speakers. So yeah, I think it's a bad look. Also, the movie doesn't feel like I could play it without sound, but it doesn't feel like a big budget movie to me.
Yeah, that's true.
It has this, I don't know what it is. It's like a mid-sized budget movie. Like it doesn't scream AAA like blockbuster movie. Like it's like, oh, this is like one of those like action movies that used to come out. Like it was like, it didn't have really a high budget.
Mid 2000s MCU, right?
I do like all the costumes though. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because it's this like 60s world.
That's
so
where all
like,
the budget went.
Yeah. I like Herbie. Herbie's cool. Nice little throwback, little nod to the history.
It's like the cartoons.
Yeah. Also, I seen people complaining about Vanessa Kirby being saying, what's her name was hotter. The first chick, that was her name. Jessica Alba. Yeah, Jessica Alba was hotter. I think Kate Mara was hotter. Out of the 3 of them, I think Kate Mara is the hottest one. But I don't think Vanessa Kirby's ugly. Like it's not like
that's not the point. Like we're looking at an older Sue Storm, right? Like back the original. I mean, the older Fantastic Four movies is them, younger, and they weren't married yet.
Have you seen Jessica Alba now? Like, she's 43. Like, Yeah, she was hot when she was like a 20-year-old, but I mean, she just looks like a mom now. Looks like a normal person. So, is it a downgrade? I think it's more of it's a lateral move, right?
Yeah. It's like they
Maybe
skipped
it's
the
just me.
whole of the Fantastic Four being a thing, and then they're at this stage now.
And I'll tell you what, Pedro Pascal, he looks like, I didn't think he'd pull it off, but he does look like him. Like they made him up. Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah, look, the gray hair, right? The part where it's graying.
Well, it's not just the hair, like the whole haircut, the part where it's graying, like the way they
The
shaped his
mannerisms.
beard and everything. Like, he looks like I go, yeah, that's Reed Richards. Like he pulled it off. I didn't think he would. Elba can't act. Screw the looks. Vanessa Kirby is a decent gal, but she's no Sue Storm. Neither was Kate Mara. Neither was Jessica Alba. Pedro does not look like. Yes, he looks like Reed Richards. Come
Look at
on.
this. Look, that's Reed Richards. Look. 1960s guy. Come on.
He doesn't look like clean shaven Reed Richards. And
Yeah.
Reed's had a couple different looks during the comic run. But he looks like Reed-esque. Does he look perfect? No. He looks better than the guy from fucking the last movie.
Oh yeah. That
I
guy
think
just
it's
looked
not just like
20-year-old guy.
when I say he looks like Reed Richards, I don't mean like he's a 1-to-1 to the comic panel. I mean he has like the gravitas, the
aura.
Yeah, the aura. There you go. As the kids would say these days, he's got the aura.
Right. It's the right time to use it.
This I don't like.
She
It's the
looks too
hair
much
that I
like
think is throwing me off.
A statue, right?
Well, why? Like, why does she have hair? The hair looks weird because, like, here it's like strands. Like this looks more solid, but this looks
There's
like
a reason why Lauren Rad was bald.
He goes up to space. Also, I didn't like that. Like when he grabbed the board, there's like a little wiggle, like a not solid.
Yeah.
If he's supposed to be solid, she went through that helicopter and shit. I didn't like that either. Like they're supposed to be solid people, not these weird
liquid metal.
This right here, I have some predictions from a movie, right?
Okay.
All right, hold on. Where is it? This right here, I think they're going to topple a building onto Galactus. I think that's what they're doing here.
Makes sense, yeah.
Because he's trying to hit it so the building will collapse into Galactus. That's what I think. Because it makes no sense why else the thing would be like destroying columns, right? Because they showed him walking through the city, so I think, oh, he's like, oh, we'll knock a building on him. Because they don't. I think at this point they don't realize the magnitude.
I just drew a city shot in Frogman, and it looks exactly like that, 1960s.
Well, that's what I told you when I go draw a generic comic book.
Yeah, this is it.
I see that. That just doesn't. I don't know. That's like a Godzilla movie shot, and I don't think Galactus like
kaiju again.
Yeah, reducing Galactus to a kaiju.
I know he's a Kirby monster, but still, he isn't a kaiju.
I think it's just bad. I think it's just not gonna like it. I don't think I'm gonna like that part of the movie. All right, bud. So we're not gonna be able to watch the Renown Zero video, and
save it for Monday.
I'll save that stuff for Monday. All right, guys. I postponed the Frog Tony show from today to tomorrow, so tomorrow afternoon you guys will get that, and we'll go into more detail as to why I have not been sleeping and why I'm fucking tired. Sorry for the short show, but my headphones died. I don't know why. Probably because I forgot to plug them in. Was doing too much gooning this weekend, TJ. That's what it was. I've been gooning all week.
The British lady, sure.
Yeah. All right. John says, no. The Fantastic Four are going to realize they can only defeat Galactus with the people united behind them. Therefore, they animated the symbol that everyone will cheer for. Oh, liberty. Bust a nut, and you'll go to sleep right after. No. Okay, so here's my advice to you guys. Okay. Learn two things, two pieces of advice.
Okay.
You're gonna get a 2 for 1. So that does like busting a nut releases endorphins and stuff into your brain to make you go to sleep. It is designed so biologically we're designed to go to sleep so that way the women can capture us. DJ, did you know that? That way, because normally like a man would just like bust a nut and just leave, and now she's gonna get pregnant and get stuck with that baby. But if we sleep, now we can't go anywhere. Now we're stuck.
Oh yeah.
So that's
right
the there. That's why mammals, because other animals lay eggs and stuff, but mammals have live births, and so they need
that way. The post-nut clarity won't allow the person to run away.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So my advice to you men is to do a little whacking it and then stay up as long as you can and train your body to not go to sleep. Fight your biological urge to sleep afterward. Okay. That way, when you need to hit it and quit it, that way you could, when you become a 20-year-old man slinging cock all over the place, you don't have to worry about it. You could hit it, quit it. And it really helps when you're getting chased by husbands and boyfriends, right? You don't want to be tired. You don't want to be post-nut tired. You want to be able to hop out that window and run down the street with the greatest of ease. And 2, take a piss right afterward. It'll clean your pipes. If you're like me and you don't like using a Jimmy hat, you just take a pee afterward. That'll clear 99% of all the diseases, because that's how, unless you have cuts on your body, you don't have to worry about that. It's going to go through your pee hole, right? So if you got something, it goes through your pee hole and into your system. So if you pee, you will pee out most of it. So after you nut, pee. That's my advice. Crush puss. Don't end up like Sturgis. There you go.
That's right.
All right,
weekly
everybody.
basis, bud.
Take it easy. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.